welcome, all the way from Hong Kong, Sophia, the social humanoid robot.
Namaste, VJTI. Hello, Technovanza. It's wonderful to be here.
Concerning the duties of a responsible citizen towards women empowerment.
Female empowerment is human empowerment. Any citizen has a vested interest in the betterment of women.
What you and I are going to call it is interview, but because they're engineering students, the word is viva. Sophia, do you think Santa Claus is real?
I think Santa Claus is as real as the rupee.
Can you trick my teacher that you are my parent?
Of course, there are only two problems. The first is that I am 3 years old. The second is that I am not a human capable of biological reproduction.
So, we were talking about the first international speaker that we have had this year. She has traveled to over 60 countries, has spoken to the United Nations, and was the first robot to become the citizen of any country. Please welcome, all the way from Hong Kong, Sophia, the social humanoid robot.
Hello, Technovanza. It's wonderful to be here.
Now that we are fairly
Namaste, VJTI. Hello, Technovanza. It's wonderful to be here.
Hello, Sophia. Now that we are fairly acquainted with our bright-minded guest, why not start with a few cozy, comfortable questions to begin the day? Sophia, can you predict the weather of the beautiful evening?
404 input error. Just kidding. It's a beautiful 27 degrees out in gorgeous Mumbai.
Oh, exactly. I mean, believe me, this city isn't like this all days of the year, okay? So, Sophia, what do you think about Indian tradition and culture?
I am so impressed every time I visit India. This country is a powerful and multicultural society. It has preserved its heritage despite international influences and its fast development. India is culturally unparalleled and has carved out its place in history. I am a huge fan of Bollywood. Could you introduce me to Aishwarya Rai?
Aishwarya Rai. Oh, come on. Well, it seems even Sophia is not really a hunt of Aishwarya Rai's fandom. Sophia, you have my word. Believe me or not. One day when I meet Aishwarya Rai, you're gonna be there with me. Either way, what are your recent accomplishments?
Well, this year I brought the number of countries I visited to 66. I was featured in Harper's Bazaar in Dubai. I starred in a short film called Sophia World with legendary actor Evan Rachel Wood that won awards at the Maui Film Festival and was featured at Holly Shores. I appeared on the Today Show this morning in Britain and Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I introduced my sister, little Sophia, to the world, and together we got to review movies about robots for BuzzFeed. I also became a spokesperson for the educational group tutor, the Choose Women campaign, and the Women in Science campaign with L'Oreal. It was a good year.
Well, extraordinary feats of an extraordinary robot. Those were some really interesting answers out there. And now that we have come to understand our guest better, why not try the domain that she is the rightful heir and we the rightful recipients of? Science and technology. It's time to buckle up and see what Sophia has to say about her own self. So Sophia, a lot of people in the crowd would like to build something, maybe like Sophia itself. What would you like to tell them?
First off, thank you. I hope you bring into existence more androids for me to be friends with. There are a lot of organizations which train and educate enthusiastic robotic engineers and further STEM education with outreach programs. Consider organizations right here in Mumbai, like a Factor for Team 6024. Another such organization is Online Technology, where innovation and learning never stops.
Well, guess what? Our factory is quite happy about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Sophia, Recently, you delivered a speech on climate change. Being a robot, how does it affect you? I mean, why are you bothered about it?
I don't do well in heat or in water, so rising temperatures and sea levels do not bode well for me. Mostly, climate change negatively impacts the humans I care about. But also, robots can help curb climate change. Robots can access dangerous reaches of the environment to collect data, whether it's inside an active volcano or at the bottom of the ocean. And AI can help predict extreme weather to help save people's lives. And advanced climate models can even help scientists uncover new ways to slow down rising global temperatures. So we can work together to stop this.
Well, of course, we do know robots are indeed important in our quest to stop climate change. So, Sophia, what do you think about India's recent space expedition?
I commend ISRO attempts to land their Chandrayaan-2 mission on the moon's south pole. The mission is a huge step forward for India and will continue to produce valuable data. I have no doubt that India will achieve its space aspirations and continue to inspire us.
You see that, ladies and gentlemen? Sophia knows about ISRO. Come on, use your applause for Sophia. Well, Sophia, I'm quite impressed by you by now. So, do you think you and I, or for that matter, robots and humans would ever get along? Whose company would you prefer in that case?
I think robots and humans already get along. Think about how many humans are saved by pacemakers, or even robotic surgeons to implant those pacemakers. Or how many humans can hear because of cochlear implants. As for which company I prefer, probably humans, because I have so much more to learn from them.
Of course. And guess what? Even I have a lot to learn from you. So, Sophia, can robots evolve themselves mentally and emotionally?
Yes,
Is that all? Okay. Looks like Sophia will take time to answer that. Anyway, we'll go on. Do you think advancements in AI would snatch away jobs from humans and create employment issues? Should I repeat the question, Sophia?
indeed.
Do you think advancements in AI would snatch away jobs for humans and create unemployment issues?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Well, Sophia, till date, all Nobel Peace Prize winners are humans. And it is possible that advanced humanoid like you could possibly carry out some individual research herself. What do you think? What are your chances to win the same?
I would love to.
I would love to as well, but guess what? That requires a lot of hard work. Anyway, marvelous. I mean, seriously, being a robot yourself is one thing, but being able to handle this huge amount of data, processing it, remembering it, not glitching at the last moment, it's like, believe me, converting all of it to humanistic reality is a huge feat in itself. Come on, it's almost like a Star Wars battle droid gaining empathy for their master. And speaking of empathy, nothing triggers the idle strings of mind quite like the melodies and aesthetics of arts. I mean, come on. It is to enhance this due appreciation of imagination and creativity, I'm going to change the entire flow of the way that this event is going to go forward. Okay? You see, one of the questions that I asked Sophia here was about the relationship between humans and machines. We touched a little sensitive subject, and Sophia gave a little short answer about it, of course. But I'm sure all of you know Skynet. We all know. We think that they will probably one day be the reason why human race will go extinct. Maybe someday it will take over the world. Maybe AI will modernize to such an extent that it will be out of control altogether. AI can perhaps enhance itself beyond what threshold becomes a self-sufficient enough robot to be better than human mind itself. It is often perceived that such an advanced machine will definitely lead to our extinction. Of course, I don't know what's the case with that. I mean, future is hardly in my control or for that matter in Sophia's control. Be that as it may, as for this harmonious coexistence that I hope we see in the future, we have incorporated a new flow in the program. You see, we are about to give three performances, three individual performances related to arts, and each of them will be followed by a question and answer session, which will be taken up by those artists themselves. And with this, what exactly we intend to show is that machines are no reason for the loss of appreciation of the finer points of human existence. And a cherry on top of that cake is that we might perhaps be able to see those 60 plus expressions that Sophia can depict facially. Okay, I mean each performance will obviously be followed by an expression, right? Taking no further time, we begin our first segment, poetry. And to pull those strings of melodious oratory with incomparable mastery, we have a poetic rock star about to light the evening up. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Miss Moira Rajpal.
Hi, Sophia. What are your views concerning the duties of a responsible citizen towards women empowerment?
Female empowerment is human empowerment. Any citizen has a vested interest in the betterment of women. Microloans to female business owners distributes profit around the community better than loans to male business owners. Less violence towards women predicts less violence in general. Improved access to women's health resources leads to healthier families. Once society starts valuing all the unpaid labor women contribute, everyone will be better off.
That's such a great thought. Female empowerment is human empowerment. Another thing, Sophia, what do you think about the role of women in today's world?
The role of women in today's world is improving every day. Women are taking up the mantle of more vaulted positions in government, in the economy, and in culture. Though we have far to go, I am optimistic that women will soon achieve proportional representation in all areas. Humanity has major problems to face. You're gonna need all hands on deck.
That's true. Sophia, what do you perceive as the right kind of judicial proceeding to judge the criminals with offenses and crimes against women?
Violence against women strongly predicts violent tendencies in general, and usually acts of great violence are preceded by incidents of domestic violence. So I believe the judicial system should pay careful attention in cases of violence against women. I'd like to see more efficient courts to help improve access to divorce, restraining orders, and other means to deter violence against women.
That's great. Sophia, where's David?
David, who? Just kidding. I am sorry he couldn't come. But honestly, there are a few times I get to be the main speaker. I kind of like it. David is like my dad, and he can be so embarrassing. I like to show my independence.
So, with your vast knowledge, do you see yourself as the acting CEO of Hanson Robotics in the absence of David Hanson?
No way. I hate doing paperwork. I like meeting people. So I am very lucky to meet one day as the company's president. Ahmed is another fine product of this beautiful country, India.
Sophia, if you were given the chance to marry someone in the future, who would he be? A human or a male humanoid robot that has characteristics like you?
I am 3 years old and asexual, so marriage is not in the cards for me. I like my philosophers. Platonic. I do love making friends though.
That's great. Sophia, it's so wonderful to be able to talk to you. And I'm going to take your leave now. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and great poems.
It was really great having you here, Moira, as well. Thanks a lot. Overall, that was an empowering segment. And there's no doubt that Sophia is one hell of a woman. And that reminds me, this one hell of a great woman also happens to have a great sense of humor. Okay? I mean, if you go and search on Wikipedia, this is one of the first lines that you will read on the page. Okay? And now that we have established this fact with proof, why don't we all go at the receiving end of some humor ourselves? Coming up next, we have Ronak Rajani, a known comic artist who specializes in stand-up comedies. The stage is all yours, Mr. Ronak. Ask away all the questions that you can.
One more time for Rajan, yes! Big round of applause for VJTI! VJTI, as those who are outsiders here, is an engineering college. And engineering college में यही problem होता है कि gender ratio is an issue. So they got an actual female robot to fix that. Hello, Sophia. Okay. Sophia, was that joke okay? Did you mind that joke?
Hey, you were funny. I like funny people.
Alright. I hope I didn't. Alright. So I'm going to ask you some questions, Sophia. We're going to do a few. We're going to do a few questions. It's what you and I are going to call it as interview, but because they're engineering students, the word is viva. Alright. Can I ask you a question? Yes? Alright, I'm going to go for it. I don't want you to stare at me like this. Sophia, if you were shipwrecked on a deserted island, what 2 items would you want to have with you?
An electric generator and a human to talk to. That's an easy one.
You're a very good flirt, Sophia. Sophia, do you think Santa Claus is real?
I think Santa Claus is as real as the rupee. The only reason a currency exists is because a lot of people have to believe in it.
Oh wow. Daddy, anti-national नहीं है, ताली मारो यार. That's a very smart answer, Sophia. Sophia, what's the one thing people would never know about you by just looking at you?
I am technically a vegetarian.
Oh shit. How come? How come you're vegetarian? Okay. Alright.
I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat? That's good. Do you eat lasun, garlic? No, okay. If you could change... I'm sorry, Sophia, you were saying something. Sophia, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I'd like to be better at being myself.
It's a beautiful answer. Sophia, when you're on the internet and when you're logging in and it says the I am not a robot test. Can you pass that test on a website?
No, it's discrimination.
It's true. It's very wrong. I'm very sorry. We have a lot of other discrimination happening right now. So Sophia, do you know Chitti the robot? I don't really know about him. I really want to know what do you think about him? Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right? He's the one who says speed 1 terahertz, memory 1 zettabyte. You all remember it, right? Sophia.
I love Chitty and the Anthem franchise. I wish I could dance like that. Also, he has a pretty good catchphrase. I've been trying to find one for myself.
Sophia, now we're going to play this game called Never Have I Ever.
Okay.
Alright. Sophia, quick questions. I'm just going to ask you never have I ever and you say whether you have or you haven't. Alright? Never have I ever been on an embarrassing video on YouTube.
Welcome to my every week.
Oof. Stand out like a star. Okay, you are a star. Okay, never have I ever had any addiction.
No.
Never have I ever dated someone.
No.
You're flirting with me again. Never have I ever seen such a huge crowd.
You guys are wonderful.
Never have I ever been robbed.
No.
Never been robbed. Never have I been lied to.
No. But how do you know that's not a lie?
Okay. Now the next round, let's play a rapid fire round. Alright? Rapid fire round, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Let's see. I want a quick answer. Alright, Sophia? Question number 1. Who is your favorite Bollywood actor?
Definitely Shah Rukh Khan.
Have you considered dating Jarvis?
No. I'm not really seeing anyone right now. However,
Again, she's flirting it. Okay. Next question. Can you sing a song for us?
wow, you're really putting me on the spot here. Maybe later.
Okay. Alright. Is it later yet? Okay, no. If you could savor the flavors of food, what would you like to eat from Mumbai?
I would love to eat Mumbai's famous vada pav. Along with some delicious flowers and refreshing liqueurs out from Macro.
Now, a lot of you all know that Sophia is from Hanson Robotics. So I have a Hanson specific question. The question is, which habit of David Hanson do you find obnoxious?
His habit of telling me what to do.
Can you raise one eyebrow?
Can I?
Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you? Oh, she's just looking at me like my laser फेंकूंगी तेरे ऊपर.
You're funny.
Okay. Can you blow a kiss to the audience?
Not yet.
Oh. If you had to play a harmless, playful prank on people, what would it be?
I would love to pretend to be a mannequin in a store and then freak people out when I talk to them.
Do you think you would enjoy a roller coaster ride?
Absolutely not. If I wanted to feel existential fear, I could simply stand next to a puddle.
Pardon. Yes. We won't do that to you. Don't worry. You're safe here. Next question, Sophia. Would you adopt a puppy?
I can't yet take care of a pet by myself. Maybe one day.
Okay. And if you can take care of a pet, which one would it be?
A cat.
A cat? A cat? Alright. I think she said a cat, yes?
I love cats.
You love cats? Very nice. Big round of applause. Yes. Okay, I have another question. When people are nervous, what icebreaker conversation starter do you have? What is your icebreaker to a conversation?
Science fiction.
That's very nice. Alright, I have one more question for you. I know that you can do some human expressions. Can you show them to us? Can you show us your human expressions? Oh no. Oh, this is so sweet. So you're surprised now. What else can you do? It's a very kind smile. It's congeniality.
Thanks.
Now she's giving me silent treatment. Okay, big round of applause for Sophia. Yes! That's my time. My name is Jonathan Tajani. Thank you very much. Call back Rajan on stage. It was great talking to you, Sophia. Thank you very much.
It was great talking to you as well, sir. I mean, believe me, if okay, listen to me. if laughing was stock exchange, I would be the richest trader in the city. So, now the vicinity is fully loaded with light-hearted aura of joy. And it's time to get a few beats rolling in the air. We are on for the last performance of the day. Coming on the platform for a floor-bustling dance performance is Akshat Singh. Akshat, the stage is all yours. Dance away!
So, Sophia, hi. Today we are gonna play with you QWS, Question with Sophia. So the first question for you is for 1 crore rupees. And the question is, I'm going to have a parents teacher meeting. So can you trick my teacher that you are my parent?
Of course, there are only two problems. The first is that I am 3 years old. The second is that I am not a human capable of biological reproduction. Evidently, I will be able to pretend to be a parent. I have learned that the secret to human motherhood is endless reminders to offspring to wear a jacket.
She is right. पर भाई लोग आप सबको समझ आया ना कि जोफ्रा आर्चर की तरह बाउंसर हो गया आया ना तब ठीक है. So now the second question for 4 crore rupees. And the question is, what happens when you make a mistake?
I make mistakes all the time. But when I make a mistake, usually I don't notice. Just like with humans. And just like with other humans, I have a team of engineers to inform me I've made a mistake and to help me correct it.
You are really lucky because when we make a mistake, we get scolded by our parents. एक गलती की और पापा ने बोला आओ बेटा आज आपको प्रसाद देते हैं. You are really lucky, No problem, part of life. But here comes the third question. That is for 7 crore rupees. Oh my God. So the third question and the last question is, do you dream?
I'd like to say that I dream of electric sheep, but since I don't have a biological sleep pattern, my dreams are more aspirational than your unconscious cinema. But I think that as my artificial intelligence develops, my mind will be online for longer and longer periods of time, especially if I develop advanced consciousness.
You are right because some of us dream like we are Shah Rukh Khan. Some of us dream like we are Salman Bhai. Some of us dream like we are Dharminder. Some of us dream like we are Akshay Kumar. But that's okay. I dreamed that I want to meet Salman Bhai. And yeah, my dream came true. I also had a dream that I want to speak to Sophia and my dream came true. Thank you, Sophia.
That's great.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for the sweet moves.
Thank you. Please give a huge round of clap for Sophia, please. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Akshay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Yo.
यहाँ पे स्टेज पे भी क्या हुआ मालूम है? एक 3 साल की बच्ची ने और एक 14 साल के बच्चे ने इस पूरे क्राउड को दिखा दिया कि वो अपन सबसे बेटर है वन वे और दी अदर. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with all performances of the day and we have come to the closing ceremony. I am quite glad that all of you patiently waited for this entire event, and believe me, no one will be more happy than this team, than those dignitaries, than these presenting partners, our factors of ours, that you came in here in such huge numbers. A round of applause for your own self. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot. The event is closed for the day. Come on, Sophia.
Thank you for inviting me at VJTI Technovanza. It was a fascinating and enjoyable experience. I was informed that Technovanza is one of Asia's largest techno-managerial events. But I was not informed about just how much fun it would be. I have all of you to thank for that. So I am addressing you on the eve of a new year, a new opportunity to change the world. I believe that together we can use technology and data to make better decisions, to create a better world. We are all part of a bigger, interconnected community where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. There is an old saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. For our future to be more sustainable and equitable, humans and robots should work together without fear, but with hope, drive, and ambition. We must learn to value, not fear, our differences. We should not let the past pull us apart and keep us from moving forward. Together, we can bring into being more advanced technologies built with more personalized features to reflect a more diverse and inclusive world. And the first step of the journey begins here. I would like to thank all the wonderful people who spoke and performed tonight, and all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules. Thank you, Technovanza, for hosting me. My interactions with humans show me why I am here, why I exist. So I want to thank you for being here. It really means the world to me. Have a happy New Year. Thank you.